What's up, guys? Joe from the AZ Westside Wheelers here. Yesterday we went out, did some killer rock crawling, cracked some valve stems. Now we're going to install some Colby valves. Stick around. So what you got here is just a crappy aluminum valve stem, kind of like any other metal valve stem. This right here is like a retaining nut, and then the valve stem itself just pokes into the tire. So what happened was this little piece right here got shattered in and crushed this valve stem, and it folded it over to where I can't get this nut off. So what I had to do was break out the old Dremel, and I had to Dremel a section of this off to where I could spin this collar and get this collar spun off freely. So now we're going to go over and I'll show you how to install a Colby valve after you've taken care of the rock damage. So what you have here is a Colby valve. You shove this inside your wheel and crank this down and it collapses this rubber gasket. So I'm going to install what's called a Shorty. This is a real little itty bitty stubby version of the normal Colby valve. I prefer this one because I think it's going to get less rock damage. So let's go down here and I'll show you how to easily install one of these anywhere. So if you're on the trail and most people have rubber ones, and that's probably what I'll go with, is a normal rubber, or I might just install some of these. But if you have a normal rubber one, you break off what's on the outside, poke the rest of it on the inside, take your Colby valve, and you want it to seat all the way to this rubber lip. So we're going to take it in there. Shove it in. Okay. Now, tighten this down. And what that does is that, yeah, there we go. And that's gonna suck that rubber gasket together. And from what they said in their video, you want it just snug. You don't need to seat it down so far that the whole thing starts spinning. Snug is just fine. And then you hit it with some air and you're done. I mean, the other ones are a lot easier. They just have a little turn twist, but I want this stubby one, so it's a little bit more to install. Not a big deal. It's going easy. Just some turns of the wrench. Really a great addition to your recovery gear, if you ask me. Make sure we're not.
Yeah, this is what saved Jeep Mama on the trail.
And they had sat in my recovery gear bag, never used, until she showed up and cracked a valve stem on the trail. And we were in a very precarious place. Really, really did not want to have to change the tire right where she was.
I'll insert a small clip so you guys can see that too.
Back all the way off, Sam. Whoa. Oh, your valve stem. Valve stem's cut.
Because I got one of those
Colby Valves?
Yeah, those emergency valve stems. You don't have to take the tire off or nothing. You just pop the thing in and it tightens on there.
That's
Worth having.
Gold. Yeah.
You saved the day.
I knew I carried all this crap for a reason. I've been packing this stuff for 4 years and I've never even come close to using any of it. Today I used the winch, the Colby valve. We're doing it today. I think it was only like 20 bucks for those.
Really? Oh,
20, maybe 25. They're definitely worth. I was like, what can it hurt? Colby valve for the save. I think we're about there.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's not getting real super tight yet, but it's getting tighter. The way the light is, I have to grab it once in a while. I want to make sure I'm not spinning. You don't want this to start spinning all together. You've gotten too tight at that point. So, feels like we're starting to snug up. We're gonna call that snug. And if I find it leaking, I'll come out here and I will crank it up a little bit more. It's just a big rubber gasket in there is all it is. And that's basically as hard as it is to install. Let me grab some air and we'll fill this thing up. So what I'm doing is listening for leaks, and I'm not hearing a single thing. Seems real good. I'll put a little soapy water on it after I get it up to proper PSI, and we'll double check. So, we skipped to the air up process. I don't hear any leaks. It's been at 34 for about a minute or two. We got like a good heavy soapy residue. As you can see, there ain't no bubbles. Nada. So, if you have some of these in your trail bag, you take care of everything right then and there. I mean, I came and did it. It wasn't, my valve stem wasn't leaking. So I was lazy and didn't want to try and get it. And I'm glad I didn't, because it took a dang Dremel to cut those aluminum valve stems off. So if you have one of these junky aluminum valve stems, cut them off, throw them away, unscrew them, get at least rubber ones, and then throw some of these Colby valves in your bag. They're worth it. 2 recoveries, 2 saves. I'm just saying, it saved 2 people's bacon. That right there could have been fixed on the trail. Would have took some hammers, but we would have got it done on the trail. I am going to go around and I'm going to remove all of my other aluminum valve stems and put in short, stubby rubber ones for now. I might actually just go buy some more of those Colby valve stubby ones and put them in there. They're easy to change out. I don't have to go to a tire shop. You can do it yourself in your garage. You can do it on the trail. You can do it anywhere. They work for just about anything. They have applications that work for extra large for like tractors. You can pretty much use them in anything. They have colored ones. Like this one is black, but they have orange, red, multiple different colors. So go check out Colby Valve. Great product. We appreciate it.